Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dunbi, and if you're new here, welcome. Okay, here's the story. Billionaire Matthew Park had it all, until he was murdered. Find the killer. Matthew Park was fabulously wealthy, had a beautiful wife, and was renowned for his genius. In short, he had it all, that is, until he was murdered. There's no shortage of suspects you must investigate to find the killer. Was it his son who he constantly yelled at? His wife who would inherit everything? Or his investor who was disappointed in his performance? Let's find out. The Park Corporation Tower is 100 stories tall. Cafes and shops anchor the ground floor. Offices and apartments stack above. A swimming pool spans the top. In the shadow of the tower is the home and office of the great detective T.S. Logan. This is your first day as Detective Logan's assistant. I've agreed to work the first case for free. I've got to prove myself. A video call pops up on your monitor. It is the CEO and inventor, Matthew Park. What the? Get me Logan, quick. One moment, Mr. Park. Everyone in Silicon Valley knows Matthew Park, billionaire. One moment, Mr. Park. I'll see if he's in. You glance across the desk at your boss. He sighs, waits a moment, and then answers. Matthew, good to see you. Emergency, meet me poolside. I have information I can't discuss over the phone. Bring your assistant, I like her style. But by the time you and Logan get to the top of the Park building, the police are fishing Matthew Park's body out of the pool. Our client's dead. I'll examine the poolside. You note a large white towel, a business magazine, and a water bottle. The water bottle has the Park Company crest. A tall, sad-looking man in an expensive black suit approaches you and Logan. Logan, the sleuth of Silicon Valley. I thought you worked alone. This is my assistant. Logan introduces you to the police detective, Will Ashford. Why does that name sound... I feel like I know somebody with that name for real. Tap the purple text to add Ashford to your contacts. Okay, so he's a homicide detective. Pleasure to meet you. Did Matthew Park call you tonight? What should I say? Yes, I'm not at liberty to discuss it. I'm not at liberty to confirm or deny, you understand. Ashford laughs. He glances over at Logan as if to say, who's the rookie? Client confidentiality. with a dead man? No, I know, he called you. He called me too. A police photographer complains you're in the way. Ashford walks you to the exit. Come down to the situation room and make a statement, both of you. I've taken over a conference room on the 100th floor. Matthew Park's death wasn't an accident. Of course it wasn't. Tap on a new character. Laptops crowd the conference tables. Junior officers bring in food. Detective Logan Ashford turns to you and Logan. Sorry I can't offer you coffee. We're still setting up. You. This is a lot to set up. You moved fast. When the richest man in Silicon Valley dies, people want answers. Okay, I'm gonna collect that star right quick. Oh, I guess I can't. So, for the record, why did Matthew Park call you tonight? We don't know. We honestly don't know. He said he couldn't discuss it over the phone. This wasn't connected to anything ongoing. I haven't talked with him within a year. What was his state of mind during the call? He seemed impatient. Pride mixed with anxiety. He had something to share with Logan. But no email attachments, no file sharing, just the call. That's it. Detective Ashford, you said something by the pool. He called you too? Matthew Park called you too? Yeah, he said he was wrapping up a case with you, Logan, and that you delivered to me with a bow. It's a mystery. It is at that. I'm treating it as a homicide until I hear otherwise. Okay, either that's just his resting face, or this dude is like just perpetually forlorn because he just looks so sad. I thought maybe he was going to switch up his face, but I guess not. Technicians bring in Matthew's belongings from poolside. You see a big white towel in a business magazine. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the water bottle because maybe he was drinking something and it killed him. Where's his water bottle? Excuse me? There's a water bottle with those two items. It had a Park Corporation logo. Ashford quietly talks to a technician. You hear him say something about testing Matthew's water bottle. The police are testing it. Ashford turns back to you and Logan. Come back in a few minutes. I may have some results you'll want to see. Oh, sweet. I get 53 coins. Talk to Ashford about Matthew's water bottle. You heard the water bottle was being tested. Matthew's water bottle, the police are testing it. Okay. Ask Ashford what happened with that bottle. A uniformed officer puts his hand out to stop you, but Detective Ashford lets you back inside. Coffee? We got the machine working. Yeah, thanks. You all have a cup. You look around the situation room. More pictures are up on the whiteboard. A lot of action, but no arrests. So... is the preliminary autopsy done? Ashford shows you the file. Matthew Park died of a massive coronary. He looked fine outside, but his organs were a wreck. Dang. He was a triathlete. He looked alright on the phone. No, actually he did not look alright on the phone. There was something very, very sketchy and glitchy going on with his device. I guess the first one? He was a triathlete. He flew around the world to compete. Have you heard about Shim? We think it started in Russia. The smart drug of CEOs. He'd been using Shim for months. Larger and larger doses. Oh dear. We found it in his hair and his fingernails. But he... oh my goodness. But even he couldn't take the 100% pure Shim in this bottle. So his water bottle was spiked. It was murder. Sorry you lost your client. It would have been good to have you on our side. He opens the door for you. Oh, I broke the news to the widow, Cindy. You know her, right? Matthew Park's widow. Well, I know her now. Yeah, I did a few jobs for the family. She might appreciate some words of sympathy before you go. She's in the family suite. Yo, she looks forlorn. Like ooh. I know she just lost her husband, but like, wow. A few minutes later, you and Logan walk into the Park family suite. The air is heavy with melancholy. Logan says to you quietly, We need to handle her delicately. I know her. I'll take the lead. Yes. She must be heartbroken. I can't imagine losing a spouse. She must be devastated. Yeah. Logan just seems like the type to just like not really care either way, to be honest. Like everything is just, he's just like, I feel like he's just so like monotone. Like everything is just in the middle for him. Nothing above, nothing below. He's just like, it is what it is. Cindy Park enters and sinks down on the couch. A cat curls up beside her. Oh, Logan, you've heard the news. Her stepson, Herschel, leans against the wall. He's exhausted. He did it. You know what? I'm just gonna go on ahead and say it. He did it. I don't mean to accuse anybody first on, but he did it. We're so very sorry for your loss. Thank you. I see you bought a friend. Logan introduces you. You shake hands with Cindy and say, well, I can't say that first part because I don't know him. You have our sympathy. You have our deepest sympathies. Herschel crosses the room unsteadily. He mutters to his stepmother, I'm going to my apartment. I'm going to say nothing because I don't want to jump the shark. You can see how fragile Cindy is. You keep quiet, wait for Logan's pitch. Yeah, that's pretty much the other reason why I didn't say anything, because if they make it clear that the situation is already delicate, it really doesn't make much sense to add something else to it. Logan takes Cindy's hand. Matthew called me an hour ago. He said he had information and it was an emergency. Do you know anything about that? She looks at him vacantly. He's dead. I mean, yeah, he is, but that... Okay, now I'm starting to question this chick. Yes. Your husband... I'm gonna soften the blow and say that he also called Detective Ashford. Your husband also called Detective Ashford. Was he afraid for his life? She turns to you with concern. Did you know my husband? Me? Very briefly. Very briefly, ma'am. He would have liked you. I don't know. Cindy's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. She puts her head in her hands. She's about to pass out. Oh no. Logan, help her. He helps Cindy sit up. She looks around in a daze. I'm sorry to ask this, but the police will be questioning everyone. Where were you for the last hour? I don't know. Excuse me? What? Okay, either she drank something spiked or she got some secrets. I don't know. I feel like, were you here all day? I feel like the second one would be kind of rude. Were you here in this apartment all day? What are you implying, young lady? Oh, I guess that was the wrong thing. She didn't mean anything by it. Just try to remember. Her eyes drift upward. I was at the pool after yoga. I left before the pool boy delivered our drinks. Wait, what? You were there? She left before drinks arrived. I thought I was too busy to watch my husband swim. What? She did it. You know what? Forget the son, she did it, because her story's not adding up. First she says that she does not know where she was. And then she claims that she thought she was too busy to watch her husband swim. What do you mean by you thought you were too busy? Like, what did you have planned? Anyways, her eyes refocus. She clutches Logan's hand. Her nails cut into him. Why are you here? You knew something would happen. What happened? Hire us to find out. Money talks, doesn't it? What should I say? We need a client to play us. I'm just going to say nothing, because you know what? I don't know this chick anything. I really don't. Cindy pulls a blanket onto her lap. She starts to shiver. I don't want anyone asking questions. I want to sleep and never wake up. Logan looks at you and tilts his head toward the door. Would you mind meeting me in the lobby? I'll see you downstairs. Of course, I'll see you downstairs. Good night, Miss Park. She nods gratefully. As you close the doors, you see her lean her head on Logan's shoulder. She weeps. A few minutes later, Logan emerges from the elevator. He shakes his head. Thanks for giving us a minute. I couldn't convince her. Your first case is over before it began. Let's stay in touch. Perhaps I'll have something suitable for you in the future. Wait, did I just fail? Oh my goodness. This can't be the end. He watches your expression. You meet his eyes. He's testing you. Mr. Logan, your phone, please. I'll use the lobby phone. Mr. Logan, your phone, please. You want to call a car? He unlocks his phone and hands it to you. You scroll through his contacts. You call Cindy Park the widow, Herschel Park the son, Detective Ashford. This is going to be a long shot, but I think I'm going to call the widow. Maybe I can talk to her woman to woman and see how that goes. Logan? No, ma'am. I'm Detective Logan's assistant. We spoke a moment ago. I have no need for your services. We understand. Do you mind if we speak with your stepson for a few minutes? Mr. Park might have been concerned about him. You hear her sigh. Herschel is on the 98th floor. I'll tell him you're coming. You thank her and end the call. Logan nods at you. I'll get the elevator. Okay, Herschel, what's up? That looks... Oh, he's just playing a game, okay. On the 98th floor of the Park building, Herschel half-heartedly plays Battle Ready in his bedroom. He shuts it off. You know, the fact that your dad literally was murdered and you're gonna play a game where other people get taken out, I mean, that's kind of just... Wow. That's like a really weird coping mechanism. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's understandable. You had a terrible shock. This is a tough thing to happen to anyone. I'm just supposed to sit here and wait? Are the police even doing anything? We can find out what's going on. We'll report to you. You want me to hire you? That's what we had to discuss. Like mother, like son. You know, it's the right move. You have the resources. Look, you're a prime suspect. There's a killer out there. Yeah, I really think the second option is the best option. There's a killer out there. They got your father, and you could be next. Whoa, wait a minute. Too much. You can't put that on me. That's a very strange reaction. If I was told that, I'd probably be like, you know, you're right. I never really thought of that. Yeah, I probably should hire you guys. But he's just like, nope, that's just too much responsibility. Either he doesn't care, he really doesn't care. He puts up his hands and you take a step back. I'll waive my fee. You trust Logan, right? Oh, dang. So I know Logan knows the family, but I don't know if he really knows the son. Whatever, I'll just... Maybe that'll convince him? If you hire Mr. Logan to investigate, I'll waive my fee. 2 detectives for the price of 1. I don't need bargains. I guess that was the wrong answer then. Spoken like a man who never worried about money. We'll determine whether or not he's a man. Of course you don't. I'm just saying I want justice for your family, same as you. Right, alright. See, he took the deal at the end of the day anyways. I don't know what he was complaining about. You think it was murder? The police think it's murder. Too soon to say. The first option may be too much information, and the second option, he may get mad again, thinking I'm accusing his father of taking his own life, and I don't want to do that. But also he seems kind of like strangely like low-key enthused, like you think it was murder, and that look on his face is kind of like, bro. Dang. What if it... Yeah. The police think it is. They set up a situation room and they're questioning witnesses. But we can do things they can't. You need a full spectrum investigation. Logan closes the deal. He and Herschel work out a retainer and per diem. As they talk, I'll study the room because you know what? I'm still questioning the fact that this dude was literally playing a game where he takes people out, and yet his dad was like literally murdered the same night. Like, something about that just does not sit well with me at all. All the latest devices from around the world, the newest games. His chair is worth at least $2,000. If I had $2,000, I would not spend it on a chair. Just saying. He's been playing a WW2 shooter. You see a rolled up yoga mat by the door. Logan finishes the negotiations. A contract is e-signed. Your first question, did your father have enemies? Yeah, you definitely don't want to ask that just yet. That's not the first question you ask. Your father had information. Where were you when he died? I don't think his son would really know too much about it. Maybe even the first one, now that I think about it. Did your father have enemies? I'll probably go for the first one only because with the second one, he likely would not know. And with the third one, where were you when he died? He may be thinking I'm suspecting him of murder. So I think I'll go with the first one. Did your father have any enemies? Business or personal enemies? Probably. I don't know. He only talked about the good stuff, you know, bragging. Okay. Anything recently? Any names come up? No. What about you? Where were you when the incident happened? Okay, so it pretty much goes full circle. Alright. The incident? When he died? See, I knew this. I knew that would upset him. I just knew it. His mood is evaporating. We need to know everything. Can anyone verify where you were? I feel like the second one's overly incriminating. You need to know everything, Herschel. Herschel breaks eye contact. I was with my girlfriend. Dude, just... Okay, well, you know something? Okay, her name? I don't want to get her involved. Okay, Herschel. The police will track her down. I shouldn't have said that. No, she's a very shy private person. You know what? I'm gonna put some pep in this boy's step. The police will grill you. The police will grill you. They may tap your phone. They'll find her unless we get to her first. They won't find her. She's far away. She lives in Oregon. I don't think this is a good idea. What is this clown hiding? You can see you're losing him. You know what, Logan? Just do something, because I'm just tired of this. We understand, Herschel. We'll do our best to keep your girlfriend out of this. Yeah, thanks. This kid's got secrets. I do not trust him. Next question. The television lights up with a video call. A beautiful young woman with purple hair appears on the screen. Is this his girlfriend? Herschel, oh my god, I'm so sorry. How are you? You know, the same way... Okay, either it's just with Skype, I'm not really sure, but his dad's phone was glitching the same way hers is. Penelope, hi. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'll handle the press. We'll need a statement from you and your mom, but that can wait. She glances at you and Logan. Logan, it's so good to see you. Whoa, who's the supermodel? Okay. Logan introduces you to Penelope, head of PR for the Park Corporation. Really? Pleased to meet you, Penelope. Well, I mean, she does look a little bit older than Herschel. But then again, you never know. Pleased to meet you, Penelope. Love your hair. Look at you. Gorgeous. What a power couple. I love it. We have to get you on the air. Okay. Are you working? Or are you here to see... Oh, hang on. Her camera shakes. Herschel, I'll call you back, sweetie. I'm about to go on. Love you all. Be strong. Mwah. She disappears from the screen. Talk about having a good poker face. A really good poker face. Non-stop. Yeah, she handles PR. She was constantly phoning or meeting with my dad, monopolizing his time. His cheeks redden. He slumps back into his chair. His eyes tear up. Guys, it's just kind of hitting me what happened. I need to sit and think. Sure, we're on the job. Get some sleep. Look like you're about to lose him a few times there. Guilty. Yeah, his moods seem to go up and down. He's going to be an interesting client. I think Penelope's his girlfriend. He answered her call without thinking. We'll find out. You did well. We have a contract and a retainer. Now all we have to do is solve a murder. You step into Penelope's office, high up in the park building. It's a whirlwind. Grips and gaffers scurry around, adjusting lights and bounce cards. 2 chairs are set down in the center of the room. An assistant tapes an X onto the floor. You turn to a bearded guy with a headset. I'll just scope the place out first, so I'll ask what's going on. What's going on? Where's Penelope? Penelope jumps out of her makeup chair and runs to you. Look at you two. You're amazing. So beautiful. You two should be on the cover of True Detective magazine. I can see you're busy. May we ask you a few questions? Of course, yes. You check your watch and open your notebook. Where were you 2 hours ago? Where were you when you heard the news? Alibi time. I was alive on the air doing a late night Silicon Valley. She gets it. We wrapped and I was taking off by Mike when an assistant told me the police were here. What do you two think? Was it an accident or murder? You know, for somebody who knew the victim pretty well, I mean, she's a little bit over ecstatic as to finding out what the answer is, because my thing is, maybe she's, I don't know. So, something about her. Well, I want answers. What do you think, Penelope? Oh my god, I hope it's not murder. It wouldn't make any sense. He was an amazing man. Did Cindy hire you to investigate? I don't fully trust her just yet, so I'm just going to say no. No, we have a client, but we want to keep them anonymous for now. Mysterious. I like it. So how was Herschel taking it? I saw you there through the TV. He looked exhausted. Tonight will define him. Dang, Logan. Penelope waves away an assistant. Time is running short. You know, he had a terrible fight with his father in public last night. The police are going to find out. Okay, so now Herschel's behavior is starting to make sense. So he probably feels guilty about having a fight with his dad. Because who knows? That fight could have been the last time he actually saw his dad or even conversated with him. And now the guilt is just weighing on him. An assistant hisses, 1 minute, Pen. You glance at your notes and ask Penelope, has been other trouble in the Park family? What did they fight about? I want to know both things. I'll probably ask the first one and maybe it'll lead to the second one. What did Herschel and his father fight about? Oh, I wouldn't know. Could be anything. His father was a passionate man. Was he fighting with anyone else? Well, you know Cindy and Matthew were having a trial separation. Cindy didn't mention it. We didn't know. I didn't know. Logan, did you know? Logan shakes his head. He looks a little pale. Please don't spread it around. I'm only telling you because anything might help, right? And I know you're discreet, Logan. You know what? Wouldn't it be something if, come to find out, the wife was in on it and she was either dating the guy who took him out or she had other reasons behind that murder? Or hey, maybe the pool boy was in on it and she's dating him. You never know. Go on. How serious was it? She would have gotten nothing in a divorce. Like 0. They had a super harsh, ironclad prenup. Penelope said Cindy would get nothing in a divorce. This is wild. An assistant says, quiet on the set, and you have time to whisper one last question. Was the business in trouble? Did Matthew have business rivals? Was he in debt? I want to know who his rivals are. Penelope helps the sound guy string a wireless mic up to her shirt. She says to you, I don't actually know much about the business side of the corporation. I'm more of the face. Lavinia is the majority shareholder. She owns a lounge downstairs on the ground floor. She's probably there. An assistant says in desperation, 20 seconds, people. Penelope smiles and says out of the side of her mouth to you, what do you think? What does the public want to hear about the Park Corporation? You left a roadmap for the future. He is already a legend. Probably the first, just to ease it on people, you know. He was well known. Matthew Park left us a great roadmap for the future. Oh, love it. Logan, you lucky dog. She's a superstar. And with that, she's on the air. You and Logan quietly exit. You review your notes. She's non-stop. I'm not going to disrespect the chick. A lot of new clues. A lot of new clues. I hope that prenup isn't grounds for murder. And Herschel, he didn't mention a big fight with his dad. A lot of people in play. This is the fun part. The lobby guard is watching the interview on a portable TV. You hear Penelope. The future of the corporation is in safe hands. As a young woman said to me just now, Matthew Park left us a great roadmap for the future. Lavinia. Somehow I knew she was a redhead. Lavinia's lounge is dark and hot. Shimmering lights cascade down. The music beats arrhythmically. Your heart skips. Sleek men and women surge back and forth from the bar to the dance floor. At the far end of the room, you see a red-haired woman in a tight black suit. She glances at you and Logan. She puts down her phone and pushes through the crowd. Of course that's her. Just coming towards us. She's coming toward me. The crowds close in. The crowds part. She's close. Her eyes are locked on you. Logan introduces you. You can't hear him over the beat. At last. She takes your hand and your heart jumps. The lights flare. You pull your hand away. I'll just look away. The crowd presses you against her. Logan is lost behind the churn. Lavinia leans close to your ear. Ask me. Sorry? Yes, I have questions. This is making me feel highly uncomfortable. Yes, I have many questions. I'm the majority shareholder. Penelope told us. I believed in Matthew Park from the start. I invested in Park Corporation when no one else would. I needed him. That seems kind of backwards, but alright. What happens to the corporation now? What made Matthew Park so valuable? What made Matthew Park so valuable? Why did you believe in him? She shakes her head. You can't hear her. She leans closer, brushing your ear with her lips. So she's basically a seductress to everybody then. Louder. What? Who takes over? Is it Herschel, his son? Herschel's not an engineer, and honestly, he's a little unstable. Although I hear he has a girlfriend. Okay, so I'm highly assuming the top one is one-on-one flirtation with this chick. Because just focus on your job. Romance later, just focus on your job. What is the girl's name? Yeah, what's her name? Leave them alone. Let young love have a chance. Something is very suspicious about that whole situation. She offers you a drink. No. You wave it off. She pretends to pout. You try to focus. We need to find his girlfriend before the cops do. She must be nearby. Herschel never gets out of this building. Makes sense. It's hard to think in here. You start to sweat. Do you know Matthew was having marriage troubles? That might be worth looking into. I heard rumors. Then I can tell you. I didn't like his business trips with that PR woman, Penelope. She distracted him from his work. Go on. Well, I saw them sneaking away from meetings together several times. I hate to bring it up, but I guess you need to know. Thank you. Your chest shakes as the bass kicks in. You're shoved against Lavinia and you grab her shoulder to keep standing up. Sorry, where were you when Matthew died? I was showering after yoga class at the time of Matthew's whatever it was that happened. Okay, first of all, I don't need to know specifically that you were in the shower. And secondly, the fact that you're saying like whatever it was that happened. To me, she seems like for somebody who claims that she needed Matthew and that she basically saw something in him that others couldn't see, and the fact that she's basically just like brushing off his death like, well, it was an incident. Now you notice she smells like rose shampoo. Oh my goodness. What did happen? Was it an accident, murder, or suicide? Said suicide. Now I'm going to ask her, what did you think? What do you think? His output was slacking. He wasn't coming up with solutions like he used to. I think he knew it. It's possible he wanted to go out on top. That's how I do it. By the way, I heard he called you before he died. What was that about? I can't confirm that. The music ramps up again and the crowd raises their arms and roars. It's too much. You have to go. I'll come back later. Lavinia mouths, okay, as the lights flare and glitter falls from the ceiling. Your ears are ringing. Your heart slowly calms down. Logan's there. He raises his eyebrows at you. Of course she was hitting on you. Duh. Intense.